1980 was kind of like now, the job market was pretty tight, very tight, especially for foresters. As a matter of fact, I remember a USA Today report that talked about careers that you should go in. If you're in college now, and they had a green, which means, boy, get into this. They had a yellow, which, yeah, you better be careful, you might think about it. And then they had a bright red, which kind of like a traffic light that said, under no circumstances get into this. And forestry was number one on that. Do not go into this degree. But I also always said, I said then and I always say now, that I don't need a bunch of jobs, I just need one. And so I had a master's in forest wildlife management. My idea was, and I interviewed for a wildlife job, a forest wildlife job, when I was interviewing for the Forest Service job. And so I said, well, I never could get the wildlife job to call me back. They said I was in the top two, but they never would make a decision. And I interviewed with Jim Hull. He was an associate director at the time, and interviewed with him here at A&M, and he offered me a job on the spot, which he said didn't happen a whole lot. And so anyway, so we went back and prayed about it and talked about it and said, we know we got this job. And I was in my mind thinking, I'll do forestry, state forestry for 4 or 5 years, learn my craft, do some on the ground stuff and really get my feet wet in forestry. And then I'll be a forest wildlife consultant for either a timber company or a hunting club or several hunting clubs. And I was going to be in wildlife. I was a wildlifer. I figured that's what I was going to do. But 34 years later, I'm still with the TFS.